I was 11 years old when it happened. The journey I had to take to come here was painful and did not seem worth it at the time. But it was worth it, and here I am today. When my parents started fighting, it didn't seem of much significance to me, but every night was worse than the night before. For a while, I lost faith and trust in everything, even God. And this lasted for a year. Then one day I felt a wave of relief come over me. I heard a deep voice spoke in Aramaic, the language Jesus Christ spoke. I was thinking, am I going crazy? And then I could understand what it was saying to me. It said, "My son, I am here for you and I'll always love you." In a couple months, the fighting was over. Then we started church hopping. My parents found the rock, and we've been going here ever since. God allowed this to happen so me, my father, my sister, and my mother could all grow in our faith and our love towards God.
God does not always take away the hard things in our lives, but He comforts those who choose Him. Hey guys, have you ever seen a fiery furnace? Well, I have a surprise for you. Let's go take a look at one.
Hey kids, I'm Tori. You probably remember me because I'm one of your worship leaders. I'm going to take you to a really special place. Follow me. Okay, we're here. Guess where I am? Yep, I'm at Sammy's Woodfired Pizza Kitchen. How long have you been a chef here?
I've been a chef for Sammy's for a little over 6 years now, Tori.
What kind of pizza did you make today?
What we made was probably one of our most popular pizzas on the menu. We made a pepperoni pizza.
And what are the ingredients?
We use our traditional dough that we make in-house fresh every day. And then this is what we actually put on the pizza. We started with some pizza sauce that we make in-house. We got our fresh grated mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and then a little bit of oregano on there for some flavoring.
Well, what if I ate all those ingredients right now?
Besides saying icky probably, it wouldn't hurt you. I mean, the cheese is safe, the cheese is fine, the pepperoni is fine. The oregano might stick in your teeth a little bit, but you'd be okay, and the tomato sauce is fine. So none of it's dangerous. It just tastes better when we bake it in the oven, you know?
Oh. Wow, I'm really hungry right now. I don't know if I can wait to eat this until the end of the interview.
It just tastes better when we bake it in the oven. It only takes maybe about 5 or 6 minutes to bake a pizza off. Who wants to go into the kitchen and see where we make all this great food? Come on, follow me. Go right through these doors, and this is where it all goes on. This is our pizza station. This is where we make all of our great delicious pizzas with all of our fresh ingredients. Here's our wood-burning oven, and this is where we bake off all those great pizzas. About 500 degrees, pretty hot in there. I can stick my arm in, but I can't leave it in there too long. I'm sure you kids will love this one. This is our pepperoni pizza. Who doesn't love pepperoni? We start off with a nice little dough that we make in-house every day. Kind of fun. If you ever come over to Sammy's, we'll give you a dough ball to play with at the table if you want. Let us know. But we're gonna put on some of our homemade pizza sauce. Spread that around. Yummy, yummy. A little bit more of our mozzarella cheese. And then we're gonna throw our pepperonis around. I remember when I used to watch Sesame Street, I used to love to watch The Count, you know? Remember him? The Count, I love to count. So we're gonna do 20 pepperoni on that pizza. Spread those around. So we use our big old pizza flipper here. Let's slide it under there. We're gonna let that bake for a little while, and you'll see that as the heat starts to get to it, the dough is gonna start to rise, gonna start to poof up nice and big, and then it'll start to brown. An ingredient in that dough called yeast, which activates with the water, and it actually makes the dough rise up. So what we're gonna do is start spinning our pizza around so that it bakes nice and even and browns nice and even. If you can see in here, I don't know if you can tell, but this oven is shaped like an igloo. So that fire, the heat from the fire is coming over and baking that pizza. But we have to keep moving it or else it'll burn in that oven. Yeah, if you guys can see, it's starting to brown up now. Look at our cheese bubbling up. Looks like the pizza's almost alive in there. It's gonna taste nice and toasty and gooey when that comes out of there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull our pizza out of the oven. Ah, look at that, cheese is bubbling. Pepperoni's all good and cooked. Crust is beautiful brown. You guys don't get this, I do. Kidding, you have to come in, I'll make you one. Cut that. Slide it onto our plate. And voila, you have a pepperoni pizza from Sammy's. Enjoy.
Would you ever leave a pizza in the oven until it burned?
No, we like to bake them just right because, you know, what's going to happen if we send that pizza out to the guests? They're not going to be happy. You know, they're going to send it back. We're going to have to make a new one. So we always try and make sure we make it right the first time. But we're human. We make mistakes. You know, we try and correct it.
How do you know when a pizza's ready to come out of the oven?
This is a perfect example when they're nice and brown and crispy and you can kind of start to see the cheese melt and get bubbly in the oven. Pretty much tells me that that pizza's done. Most of the ingredients we use are, you know, designed to kind of be cooked in about 5 or 6 minutes. So all I'm really looking for is that crust to get nice and round and brown and like that, and we're ready to go. Now, I think more than a few of us have burned our fingers once or twice on that oven, so it's definitely something to be careful with. We do a lot of training to make sure that we're safe when we're working around that oven because it can definitely hurt you.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get in there. That's good pizza, huh? Wood-fired oven.
I'm sure glad I waited to eat it until it was cooked perfectly, like you said.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks for coming in to Sammy's and watching us bake a pizza. We hope you come in and enjoy one soon, okay?
Oh man, that was delicious.
Wasn't it? Good to the last bite, huh?
For sure. Oh man. Well, thanks so much. That was awesome to learn about making a pizza.
Glad you came in. Thanks, Tori.
All right, see you later.
See ya.
Thanks, Tori, and thanks, Chef Michael. That was awesome. Watching that makes me super hungry. But I've also learned that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were kind of like this pizza. They were put in a furnace and they came out way better. But why? Because God was with them. Now, we sometimes are like that pizza. We are put in the fiery furnace, and that furnace might be not necessarily real fire, but it could be that we're going through maybe some sadness, a hard time at school, maybe we're being bullied, maybe we lost somebody in our family, maybe your parents are going through a divorce. But God allows that so that we can depend on God, and we always come out better at the end. So that when we face that again, we can face it with more confidence, knowing that God works out everything for the good of those who love Him. So if you're going through something like that, if you're having to go through a fiery furnace, pray that God would help you. Pray that He would be with you, and guess what? He's gonna be there. So whenever you feel like you're going through a hard time, depend on God, pray to God, and He is gonna help you through it. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Oh, messy Sunday? It just keeps getting better.